It's another rainy day today, so it's going to make for a great wild camp. I hope you're alright, and it's great to have you come along again on another mini adventure, little adventure, an overnighter in some lovely wet woodlands. It's been a crazy few weeks, well, a couple of months I suppose in all, what with people being poorly and my son going to Liverpool University to study law. Hi Tom, love ya. But anyway, yeah, so it's been a right trek in, quite a way. This is probably one of the furthest locations that I go to. Today I'm using the Luxe hexpeak version V4, not the 4A but the V4. I've had it a good few years. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to using that. What it is, I was going to do a hammock camp, because it's been a while since I've been in my hammock, hasn't it? And I wanted to go back in that. So I was sorting through my cupboards, and you know the way it is if with all your camping gear, and if you're into wild camping and all that, I presume you are. Everything, all your gear's rammed into one place. I was sorting out through my cupboard and looking for my hammock, and all of a sudden at the back there, well, basically fell onto me, was this tent, the hexpeak. So I thought, oh, I don't think I've done a video in that, so I may as well do that, hadn't I? Yeah, why not? It's almost like, if you don't already know, it's, I suppose, like it's modern day materials. See, I've had it a few years. It's much like, I'd say, like a modern day Polish Lavu sort of idea, teepee tent. And, yeah, anyway, it's great to have you come along on this little adventure of mine, and we're not too far from camp now. Well, to be honest, I haven't got any particular place in mind. It's all pretty good round here for finding somewhere to camp. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit when we've got somewhere suitable. See you in a bit. This looks promising. Very nice spot. No dead trees, no dead overhanging branches. Ground's relatively flat, not prone to flooding. There's a little stream behind me, which is really nice. So all's good. I think we'll sit here for the night, and I'll get on and set up the hexpeak and see how we get on. Oh my goodness, it's been such a rush to get this tent up, you wouldn't believe it. I've done it roughly. It's not perfect, but the main thing is it's keeping me dry and it's not windy, so yeah, there's no chance of it being ripped up. Yeah, it's absolutely chucking it down, as you can hear. Yeah, so as you can see, I've done away without the pole. This tent has a pole in the middle, being like a teepee, Lavu shape type tent. I've done away with that, and I've done my usual trick of putting a ridge line up above on the outside, and I've put it onto a prusik knot so I can adjust it backwards, forwards, tilt it whatever way I need to. So yeah, I've given myself a little bit more room in here, a bit more freedom to move about than a restrictive pole. Yeah, I wasn't going to have that in here because, to be honest with you, it is decent size, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's a two-person tent. Personally, I like a bit of space, so it'd be very cramped if there was two of you in here. So now you can sit here, well, sit and wait for the rain to pass over. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, that's fine, isn't it? You can sit and chill, and I'll shut my eyes for 10 minutes probably, have a rest, and we'll get back to it. I'll check the tent then if it passes over, and tension it a little bit better around. But the main thing is, like I say, we're dry in here, we're definitely not getting wet, and we've got some beautiful views out there as well. Being autumn, some lovely colours. The ferns are turning lovely in gold, trees, yellow, oranges, burnt oranges, reds, browns, lovely colours. Gorgeous. Lovely autumn. We love all the seasons though, don't we? But especially love autumn. Especially with all the colours and the smells and everything else. That continuous cycle of seasons. Every one of them's got something special about it. Right, I'll let you have a look at my view from out the tent, from out the hexpeak version 4, and you can see why I'm nice and chilled. Anyway, before I do that, I was going to say, take time to say it's great to have you join me on another wild camp, and it's really appreciated that you watch, and I hope you find this as relaxing as I do, because it is very relaxing. Can't beat that rainfall. Listen to that. Lovely. I have seam sealed this, by the way, once when I first had it. I brought some with me, not that I'm going to do anymore, but because it's wet now. But if it was dry, I was going to put a little bit extra on, especially around the top here. You know, where the main tension is, where you put your pole or have your ridge line above. Yeah, this tent has got a loop at the top, unlike your Polish Lavu. This is actually made for a loop on the top, so you can have your ridge line there with no problem. Because normally you'd have like a stone or something circular you'd put up the top, and you'd bunch the material up, and then you'd be able to tie your ridge line up that. But they've got around that, and very thoughtful. Right, I'll show you my view. Yeah, I've totally forgotten about the Luxe hexpeak, this hexpeak. about having it. Surprising, like the amount of gear that you collect over the years, and some of it you forget about, and then you always have like your go-to gear stuff, like stuff that you never change. You stick to. I find like some of my kit and that it becomes like old friends, and like it gets like sentimental value with it. Some of it might not be the best kit in the world, and there's always something better I could be using, or something more expensive. But yeah, I have got certain bits and bobs that I'll never replace, and I'll always use, and they'll last like several lifetimes. Tell you what, I can show you that in a bit if this doesn't pass over at all. So I've got a few items with me today that come with me on what 90% of my wild camps and that. Of course your kit does evolve over the years and that, but you'll always have like your personal favourites that you favour over others. And like I say, it's not all about the cost and being the best of all the time. It's stuff that's been with you on your travels, and you got memories with it, and all your excellent wild camps and that are good memories, and they connect with that. It's all about that connection. Connection with kit and connection with nature. Everything's interlinked. Everything's alive. There's life everywhere. See, the leaves are dropping now, they're coming down. Yeah, there's life everywhere. What gets me is like people call this a planet. Okay, fair enough, it's a planet, but its name's Earth. It's to me, it is a living thing. It's not dead. It's not a rock in the middle of space. Yeah, it's a natural living entity, and all the stars and everything out there, the universe, so on. Everything's alive. That's what my beliefs anyway. And we're all connected, from the tiniest of molecules to the biggest things that are out there, way beyond our knowledge. Everything's connected and everything's alive. I think I've said it before, you probably know it, even trees, like they communicate. They've got something that resembles like a heartbeat. See? One thing that gets me with all this space travel talk at the moment is they're busy on about making Mars like Earth, when really in reality we're busy making Earth like Mars. And we're destroying it. Crazy. focus on turning other worlds into habitable places to live, and then destroying the one that we're on. It's all about the elite, isn't it? And the money, the rich, the wealthy, the power. What they'll do is that they'll eventually head off into the stars. They'll off, and they'll leave everybody here, the poor behind, the sick, on the earth that's sick as well. And they'll clear off. These elite will, so-called elite people, and leave what they've done behind. Literally rape the earth and clear off to new horizons to pollute those. Maybe it is that they realise that the damage that has been done here is irreversible. Because it's all about getting rich fast, isn't it? Can't get enough, can't get it quick enough. They pretend to care, like with the plastic in the oceans and pollution. They pretend to care, they pretend to do their bit, don't they? So it looks good. But really, they don't. Stuff, anyway. not really. As long as they're and their mates are getting in the back pocket loads of money, they really don't care. That's what it's all about to a lot of people. Well, to some people, the main powers, all about the money and looking after their own friends, lining their pockets and their children, and so it carries on. Greed, power, and wanting to control. That's all we are really. Is like if you look at the earth, really, Mother Earth, a living being. If you look at Mother Earth, all she's got is a virus, isn't it? I mean, a few people say this. If there was life out there, which I'm sure there is, and if they've seen us, I'm sure they took a sharp U-turn and cleared off in the opposite direction from us. But it'd be the right thing to do, to be honest with you, if we didn't shoot them down. We'll use their technology for war. So it's deep, but these are my thoughts again. I do share them with you. You might not agree with them all, but why not? We listen to the rain, have a little chit chat. Over in that direction, right over there, is the rat race, and we're right here, away from it, for a good while. Lovely. It's great to have you join me. Wow, chucking it down. Yeah, as I was saying as I was walking in to you, everybody's seems to have had some sickness bug or been poorly or had the flu. You know, it's that time of year again, isn't it? So everybody gets all the germs and all the nasties. Yeah, so I've been really busy, so I've been pretty lucky really to get out to this camp today. Try and do one video a month. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this one, but it's a bit of a last minute panic. I've got a camp to do with other people that I didn't want to let down, so I couldn't promise anything. So, you know, it's nothing worse than planning something with somebody and say you're going to turn up and then last second you say, sorry mate, I can't do it. So I'd rather not make a promise, and so this was a last minute thing. So this is kit that I use like I said, about 95% of the time, maybe more, some of it. Of course I've got to start with, everybody knows, the elastic band over the top, BCB Crusader Cup. This is the Mark 1. This is stainless version. You can get a coated version of it. I've got my eggs in there for later on, so that's what's in there. But I know this cup will never let me down. It's literally bomb-proof. It's tough, it's durable, it's been on multiple campfires, I've cooked on it, I've drunk the tea out of it, you know what I mean? It will never let you down, and they're not a costly thing either. Okay, it's stainless steel, but I'd rather use stainless steel than aluminium for personal preference, due to aluminium can be a bit renowned for being a bit dodgy, carcinogenic it can be, but that's my choice. So yeah, that's the BCB Crusader Cup Mark 1. You see it's had plenty of use, and that's obviously a lid I made myself years ago. Put some rivets in there. But, if you haven't already got one of those, I'm sure you've heard of these, and you're considering buying one. You can't go wrong. I'm telling you now, you can't go wrong buying the BCB Crusader Cup Mark 1. Personally, I'd go for the stainless version rather than the milled, the coated, whatever the coating's called, I forget now. It'll come to me after I come off camera. But if you, I think you can have problems with the coating coming off on the on that version. So you may as well go with the stainless version. Great for cooking in, great for drinking in, and great for putting other kit in there, like I've got my eggs in or whatever. And yeah, you can't go wrong with that. So that's number 1. Right, number 2, a rather muddy Nalgene bottle. I got this off the internet. I've previously always used what make is it? I can't remember the other make that I use. I think it's from Sports Direct. My other drinking bottles that I've used. Anyway, any drinking bottle that I've used in the past, like this type, has always leaked. No matter how hard I pull down, you know, tighten down and what have you. But these Nalgene bottles, they're not very costly either. I got this off Amazon. It won't let you down. It's made in the USA. It's got all your increments on the side, on here. Got all those there, as you can see. But yeah, if you want a bottle that's going to seal and not let you down, and you know, will not leak into your pack, even though I do tend to put them in a carrier bag, but there's no need to with the Nalgene bottle. Yeah, it's great, and like I say, it's not costly again, and they're fantastic. It's so well made, solid, great kit that will never let you down. Obviously, you've got to look after this kit, you know what I mean? You can't take the mickey with it and like trash it around. Of course it's going to let you down, but you know that it goes hand in hand. You've got to look after your kit also. Right, so that's an Nalgene. That'll be another great addition to your kit, your water bottle, if you don't have a water bladder. The knife, it has never let me down, and I bought 2 of these years and years back, and they've took some abuse. They certainly have. They've never let me down. The Mora knife, and this is carbon steel blade, and this one is the Mora Robust. So all you guys probably know about these anyway, but this is a Mora Robust Scandi grind knife. Needs a clean. I was on about looking after your kit. Well, that does need a clean. It's got like cooking fat all over it or something or other. But yeah, I think it's like, I got it in a deal. I think it was about 11 or 12 quid for the 2 knives at the time. a really good deal, and I've only ever used these. It's a great purchase, nice and cheap, ideal stuff if you're starting out wild camping, or if you've been wild camping years like me. I've had to put a super light tarp up. I always carry one in my pack, so it weighs next to nothing. So it makes filming so much easier. If I wasn't filming, I wouldn't bother with the tarp, I'd just be in the tent. So yeah, let's get on with this. Wow. Of course. An all-time favourite of mine, and of many people, the Transit Triangle. It's well earned place within my pack. I've got many stoves, as if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen. The Bushbox UL is very similar, and it might have some plus points over this, but I'd say because this has been tried and used and used and used and used through the years, then this has to be my first choice. Right, that's just something else. As you know, Transit Triangle, it's just the 3 sheets. They clip together. Just 3 pieces. 3 pieces that all clip together. Really easy. And I'm sure you already know this anyway, but I'm going to show it because it's such good stuff. And there's the centre ring that your burner sits in, and then your transient burner sits in that. And we know what the transient burner is, don't we? Liquid fuel nets or bioethanol burner. I don't need to get that out. So yeah, I think my Trangia, at the time I bought it, I think it was about £22, between 22 and £26. But I promise you, if you buy one of these, it shall never let you down. Great kit, no working parts as such. So all you've got to do is light the fuel and it's happy days. Excellent kit. Great for beginning. And great for people that have been wild camping for years. And my slightly wet lamp is next. I've got this lamp. Now this has got to be one of my oldest pieces of kit that I've got. It's been on every wild camp that I've ever done. Saying that, so's the Mora knives. It has never let me down, even though it's soaking wet, and I know it will work. Even though the batteries aren't in there, because obviously I'm not going to leave the batteries in there when it's in my pack and I'm moving about and whatever, in case it switches on and the batteries are flat tonight. So anyway, yeah, I got this off Amazon. I'll see if I can find a link to this, because all the other kit that I've shown you so far is, it's pretty easy to get hold of. Amazon it all, or whatever, Google it. This, yeah, somebody asked me a bit back, well, saying that, several people have asked me about it, but I know they still make them. I'll see if I can find a link, I know, off Amazon to it. Anyway, like I say, the batteries aren't in it now. As you see, you just twist and it unlocks, and it's got like a coil to it. It's coil springed, and it's an LED light in there, and it's really bright. It has got some power to it. Also, another good feature to this is if you want to hang it off your ridge line or whatever, or in your tent or whatever you want to hang it, you got this here that folds down on top. You lift it up like that. You've also got this, look. I think there's 3 modes to this. You got like half brightness, full brightness, and then you've got like a strobe effect. But as far as like battery life goes, I don't know, it's hours and hours and hours. I think I might change the batteries out like twice a year, if that, and it gets used all night long, and it's on. And if I'm doing any reading or whatever, in the tent or in the in the hammock, then this thing will be on, and I'll have it on. I'll be using it with the in conjunction with the candle lantern. Another thing is, when you compress it like that, when it's compressed. It's got like a rear light there, and when you switch it on, all it'll do is fire out like a square beam from out of it, and it's really bright. I've used it on plenty of videos. It really will throw some distance. It's like quite a narrow light beam itself, square shape, but of the LED, it's like the square shape of the LED. It's non-focusable, but it really does throw out some serious light that way. Yeah, anyway, that's a lantern. I'll see, like I said, I'll see if I can find a link to it, and it was from Amazon at the time, and if I can, it'll be in the description box below. Fantastic kit, really light. What we got left? Haha. Of course, I got the stainless steel, the original USGI mess kit. Usually you get like a pan with this. You'll see this on, if you watch my other videos, you'll see it on many of my videos, most of them, to be honest with you. I've had this a good few years as well. This is an original stainless steel. Of course, being stainless steel, it is going to stick as long as you use plenty of extra virgin olive oil in there. You're fine. I don't mind. Like I say, it's not titanium. I'm not bothered about that. It's sentimental value with this, and it is really good kit. I wouldn't keep it in my pack. I wouldn't keep using it if it wasn't really good stuff. You know what I mean? I can put up with a little bit of food sticking in there. That's no problem as long as you keep turning it over. It's fine. Yeah, so that's that US wired. Yeah, and what you do is you get like the other pan with it, don't you? Like the lid to it, and you can put it on here, and you can eat your greens out of it, your potatoes out of it. You can, but I only use this one half of the mess kit itself. That's ideal. I recommend that. Being stainless steel, bomb proof, won't let you down. Food might stick to it a tiny bit, like I said, but it's definitely worth having in your pack. Awesome kit. And you can get copies of this, even though this is an original, you can get copies, and they only cost a few quid. You get aluminium version of it if you want, instead of the stainless, this being stainless. If you're not fussy about aluminium, sure, you can get an aluminium version. And of course, this is by Sea to Summit, and it's my plate or plate cum bowl. It's collapsible silicone, and it's just, I know it's nothing fantastic. You can use it as a cutting board as well on the opposite side. It's nothing fantastic, but you know, it's great at what it does. You know, it's good that I can adjust the sides right up there. I can have soups in there, you know, or stews, runny food. I can lower it down and just have, you know, like my bacon and egg in there, you know, like that. But I've used it for years. You'll see that on many of my videos, if not all of them probably. If I'm not eating out the pan itself, I'll be using this. But yeah, it's great. See, that's by Sea to Summit, and like I say, it has been used and used and used and used. There's no wear on it whatsoever on the silicone sides. It's fantastic quality, and I don't think there's very much at all. And if I can find these online anywhere, I'll put a link in the description as well for you. So really, all in all, there are other things. That's what I had along with me, and that's kit that'll always be with me. You know, yeah, sentimental value and good value for what it is, bomb proof. Anyway, now we've had a look at that, we can just sit here and carry on listening to the rainfall. I'm glad I brought a tarp. That's something I always bring along with me. You know, if I'm in a tent, I'll bring a tarp as well, a super light tarp. You don't even know it's in your pack. It makes it so much easier if you're filming. On a day like today, I'll be stuck inside that tent. So, it's not the biggest of tents, to be honest with you. Oh, the leaves are really coming down now. How beautiful is that? Don't know whether you can see them. It's lovely. Wind's picking up. Right, in a bit I'm going to get something to eat. What have I got to eat? I've got bacon, egg, sausage and mushrooms. And if there's anything else I forgot, it's there. Yeah, so I look forward to that. Nothing fancy today, just because this camp wasn't planned as such. It was pretty much like rush out the house this morning and get here. So yeah, well, we've got a nice fry up for later on. Can't wait. Oh, I've had to come back in the tent, as you can tell. It's absolutely lashing it down. Really heavy rain. This is epic. And this is what it's all about, isn't it? Tent's doing a fine job. And I've got plenty of leaves stuck to the tent. It looks natural camo. Oh, this is amazing. I'm loving it. Such a pain to film in, but it is worth it. The wind's picking up as well a bit. So I haven't been able to show you around the tent properly yet. The short little breaks I've had outside the tent it's still been raining, so I don't really want to get my camera wet, so gotta be careful. But it's nice and cosy in here, isn't it? Lovely. We're okay. We're all cosy and warm and dry. Just listening to the rain. I actually prefer this to the canvas. The canvas can be very dark, can't it? Especially like the Polish lavoo. It's almost, well, pitch black in there even in the summer in the daytime in a lavoo. I have got one. Yeah, this lets a fair amount of light through, so it's nice. But the canvas has got its bonuses also, its plus points. Oh, very nice. I don't think there's as much room in this as my Polish lavoo. I don't think so. My lavoo's size 3. There's 3 sizes, aren't there? Mine's a size 3. Yeah, I think there's a bit more room in my lavoo than this. Still, it'll do. It's plenty enough. There's no way you'd fit 2 people in here. Oh, I wouldn't do it. I think it is advertised as a 2. No, it's not. I think it's a 1. I'll have to check on it. So it's been years since I've had this, so I'm not really, can't really remember. But I know when it came, it's got an inner to it. And actually the inner is just for 1 person, so there you go. Yeah, the inner, it hangs up inside on the pole, and yeah, and this is the outer fly. So I just thought I'd use it like this don't need the inner. The inner's got all the bug nets and whatever. And there's no real bugs. All the mozzies have cleared off, which is good. There's only the odd spider, which is nothing. The odd slug. In fact, I don't know where that slug's gone. I'll probably wake up with it in my bivvy bag with me. I'll put it in the frying pan. I'm joking. Absolutely bashing. It's great with the rainfall being so heavy now. The wind's picked up as well, because you've got all the leaves coming down. It makes it really magical. Really nice. Well, I don't think there's going to be any let up with this weather, by the look of it. I hadn't forecast it this bad this morning, but they don't always get that right, do they? So yeah, I think it's set. It's making me tired listening to the rain. Yeah, I'm gonna lie back again and relax, and then I'll think about doing something for my dinner. Yeah, bacon, egg, sausage, mushrooms. Nice. It's a DC4 stone. You might have seen one before. It's for sharpening your knives on. It's like a leather case, so it's DC4, and I've roughed the back of one side of mine up on a linishing belt or a bit of sandpaper, and I use that as a bit of a strop. I know it's not perfect, but it does help refine the edge. And get it plenty sharp enough for whatever I need to do out here, more than sharp enough. And the one side you've got like ceramic, sorry, the one side you've got a diamond and the other side you've got the ceramic. And of course you start off with the rough diamond to get it to sufficient to get a decent edge on it, and then you refine the edge on the ceramic, and then you finish off with a strop. You could also put a bit of cutting compound on there, like car polish or anything like that, like T-cut, or you can get actual stuff to do your knives properly, but I use something like that, or just use the leather. The leather itself is fine, and yeah, and I use that in conjunction with all my knives. I even carry this DC4 stone with me to work, so I use knives at work for cutting things up, obviously, and it comes in very handy, and I can highly recommend one of these if you haven't got one. Weighs nothing, great in your pocket, and you'll always have a nice sharp edge, be it at work or be it out somewhere far better like this. Yeah, so the DC4, highly recommended kit. Brilliant, and not that expensive. And here's how I use the DC4. I lean it, I get the right angle of the Scandi grind, like that. You'll find the blade sits on the stone, nice and flat, you'll feel it, and then what I do is I work from the back and I drag towards me, like that. Obviously I'll do it a lot quicker than this, but I'm just showing you on camera. So just start here and then follow around, using the whole of the stone, drag towards me, like that. Right from the one end to the other. I'm do so many that side, so about 30 that side, and then I'll go the opposite. Get the camera to focus, very hard to show you, but then I'll just do the same like that. Obviously I wouldn't be like this gentle and slow if I was doing it, but just for filming purposes, that's the way. And that way you'll get a fine edge. You want to do the same amount of times for each side, so say I do about 30 and then say like 30 that way. Obviously I'm not going to do that now. And obviously if your knife edge was really dull and not sharp at all, you'd start with the diamond side and then you'd go to the ceramic. So I say I'd do about like 30 each side, then say 15 each side, and then say maybe, I don't know, 10 each side again. And then what I'd do is I put stone inside like that, and then I'd just drop the knife. So this is my way of doing it, everybody's got different ways. And I'd just put, say it's it's only a temporary, it's not a perfect strop, but you know, it definitely makes a difference, and it makes the knife plenty sharp enough for out here for whatever I want to do easily. So, and then I'd do the opposite to what I'd do on the stone itself, because if I did that it'd cut into the leather. This time I obviously nice and slow for the filming, just to show you. Make sure I can get as much of the blade there as I can. I'm not going to get it all because it's not a proper strop, but it does actually make a difference to the edge. Like that, and do, I don't know, say 40 that side, and then 40 that side, keeping the same angle on the blade every time. You feel it, it sits, and then just work away like that. So I can't get right the way down, I'd need a proper strop for that, but like I say, it's plenty good enough for out here. And then work your way down till you get to about, I don't know, 10 or whatever, and you'll find that that'll be plenty sharp enough. The way I test it to see if it's sharp enough is straight away, you see if it bites into my nail, it's biting straight away, that's it, it's digging, cutting into my nail. I know that knife it's going to do, it's more than capable of doing any task out in the woods, be it feather sticks or battening wood or whatever you want to do. It's not slipping, it's gripping into my nail. I've come out of the tent for a bit. I'm going from the tent to under the tarp. I'm still contemplating cooking some food, but surprisingly I'm not as hungry as I normally am. Trying to lose a little bit of weight, you know, a little bit. But saying that, I'm having a fry up today. Well, this evening. So much for that. But then again, we do burn a ton of calories when you're out here, and I have said before, it's important that you get enough calories down here, more so when you're out camping in the woodlands. You burn a lot more, plenty of calories in you, and you're going to sleep a lot warmer as well, so it's vital. Plenty of fluids, water, and plenty of calories. Fry-ups. The rain's eased off, only a tiny bit. It's nice being so close to the stream. I have camped along here in the past when I did my men's mental health video. I've been down here a few times, but yeah, that was a lot further down there. I've come a lot further along the stream. I don't think I could get much further, to be honest, because It's all the embankments are too steep. Good for a hammock camp along here actually. Ideal. And the other side as well. So that's it. I've got nothing else to do now other than just rest and listen to the rainfall. Actually, now the rain's stopped a bit, I can show you around the tent, can't I? It's finally stopped raining, hooray! We love it, but it's just a nightmare with filming. Right, so there's the tent. You've got 6 pegging out points around the base there, and you've also got 5 of these loops here that you can use to pin the tent down more securely if you want to. If it was really windy, or you feel like in a really open area. There's 4 of those, and you've got a 5th one if you count the one by the door here. I haven't done it just to show you. There's another one here. But the door rolls up. The doorway rolls up, and there's a toggle there to, you know, strap it round to fasten to that other loop, that 5th loop. In the doorway here, you've got the name. Luxe hexpeak, and this is the version 4, as I've said. And underneath you've got, see, you've got like a tab here. It's like a, I don't know, like a stiff plastic tab that's covered in material with a bit of velcro on it, and that fastens up. Well, there's a bit of another piece of velcro on the underside, so that pushes it up, thus giving you like plenty of ventilation underneath here. It's under there. You've got like as you can see, you've got like bug netting, a mesh up there, so when the door's sealed you've got adequate ventilation on the inside. Here, as you can see, this is what I said I'd done. They've got a loop on the top, there's sewn one in. I've got my carabiner, and I've got it running up onto a prusik knot onto the ridge line. Doing away with that pole that goes inside. Now we'll have a closer look on the inside. Come on in, you're welcome. Here we have the peak of the tent, and this is where your pole would sit. So it's protected with like a nice thick material there, so it's not going to puncture through if you did decide to use the pole there. Each of the 6 corners have got these plastic clips, and you've got like, it's almost like Dyneema cord to just threaded through, so you can do your adjustments to your guy lines. You can put your peg in and then pull it down like that, so you get plenty of tension. The temperature's really dropped, so I had a little walkabout down by the stream here. Isn't it beautiful? The stream just meandering its way through the woodland. Gorgeous. See the tent behind me? I think it does a decent job of blending in actually. The green's a lot better than say like the green of the tarp I've got. I think the green, like, it does this time of year it's doing a decent job. Nice. Just have a walk round. Shall we have a walk around? Yeah. If you could talk to the smallest creatures of the woodland, I think they'd probably have the biggest answers. Because nature is a marvellous thing, and we don't understand as much as we think we do. Forever boasting how clever mankind is. Well, if mankind was so clever, would he be destroying the planet? Nope, of course he wouldn't. Nah. There's far more intelligent species on this planet than us. Far more peaceful by nature. What a gorgeous place. Next time you see me, I'll be doing that fry up and getting that down my neck. I am getting hungry now. Yeah, and I do it now because I don't want to be cooking in twilight. There's nothing worse than that, is there? So yeah, see you in a minute then. Time to cook some tea, some food. Let's get this thing lit. Triangle. Smell it? Yep. Get the rainwater from out my frying pan. Some olive oil in there. That'll help. Coat it over. Right. Wow, the wind's getting up. Woo. Right. So, I'm supposed to wait for that to bloom, really. What have we in here? Oh, look! 6 sausages. I apologise if there's any wind noise on the camera. It's really picked up. Wow. Right, let's get the sausages cooked and then I can get on to the bacon and everything else. Right. Push round in the olive oil. Just let them cook, basically. 6 sizzling sausages in the stainless pan. Whoa. See, tons of olive oil in there. Nothing sticking. See? Good old meth burner. Trangia. Right. And it takes some time to cook these and the bacon and what have you, so there's no rush out here anyway, is there? No need to rush at all. Got all the time in the world to cook a lovely dinner. I've got 6 sausages, about 5 rashers of bacon, 5 rashers of bacon, 2 huge mushrooms, and two large eggs as well. Obviously I'm going to get the sausages done first, so they take the longest, don't they? Can't beat a good fry up now and again. There's the 6 wonderful sausages done. Now time to crack on with the bacon. Oh. Well, the bacon's on. Oh, bacon, food of the gods. Smells amazing. There really is something about bacon, isn't there? And eating it in the woods especially. Oh, so very naughty, but oh so very nice. Don't want any of the fat, really. I want to be healthy, don't I? Right. So it's just eggs and mushroom next, I believe. Nearly as big as the pan. Oh, they smell great straight away. Mushroom's coming along nicely. I need a bit more olive oil in there. Hello. Gorgeous. Right, that's the wonderful mushrooms done. To add to the collection. And now a couple of eggs. And I'd say that. I'll be happy then. A couple of eggs. Steak. One more for good measure. Try not. Ooh, I've broken that one. Oh well, never mind. I'll scramble it. Yeah. Why not? Right, scrambled eggs are done. Oh wow. Yum, 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 yum. what a feast. I must say, what a feast. Well, now it's time for the real hard work, eating this lot. Look at that. Scrambled eggs, bacon, I think it was 4 or 5 rashers of bacon, 6 sausages, 2 large mushrooms, all those eggs, scrambled eggs. Oh, look how lovely that is. Oh, smelly vision. You smell that? Oh. I've got to film just me taking the first bite of this, haven't I? Let's have a bite out of the sausage. Oh yeah. Bacon with some scrambled egg. It really can't get any better than this, can it? Oh, that's amazing. Of course, I'm not going to let you sit and watch me scoff all this, so I'm going to see you in a bit. Alright, so catch you in about, I'll see you in about an hour's time after I've got through this lot, if I've survived it. Right, did I eat all that food? Yes, I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You're not surprised that I scoffed a lot, are you? No. Anyway, I've sorted my sleeping arrangements out. I've got the bivy bag to try my bivy bag out, and I've put the Dura 2 sleeping bag in there, and I've also got a Thermarest Neo Air, and I think it's Seed Summit pillow, inflatable pillow, I think it is. Anyway, so yeah, the light's dropping, light's diminishing really fast now, so yeah, it's the time of year, isn't it? So I'm going to get, next time you see me, I'm going to be all snug in that bivvy in there. I do plan to close the tent, zip up the entrance there because it's quite windy, and I'm going to move the ground sheet to take up the full advantage of the inside of the tent itself. So I don't want any mud in there really, basically. So yeah, anyway, next time you see me, I'm going to be all snug inside there. Good stuff. Looking forward to a good night's kip, to be honest. All snug in the bivvy at last. Ah, it's raining, still raining. Started back up again. Makes it all the more cozy inside here. I was on about Earth and the universe and beyond. That reminded me when I was, I don't know, a kid. This is back like about 1986, 1987. I was walking back, it was late. I was walking back with a girlfriend, and it was getting on, it was quite late at night, and everywhere was really quiet. And we walked past this this school, school field and playground, and this field's really quite big, and I remember it was really quiet, still night, no breeze or rain or anything. And I looked over the field, well, we both looked over this field, and you could see like, it's like these 6 lights all together, well, grouped into 2, and there's like a red light, a blue light, and like almost like a white light, and like there was 3 to each group, if you know what I mean. So it looked like these 3 lights belonged to what craft it was, whatever it was, and the other 3 belonged to that. So each whatever it was had 1 blue light, had 1 red light, and had like 1, I don't know, like whitish light. And these weren't like a headlight or a torchlight as such. They looked like they were glowing, but not actually like a bright light, like they were solid in what they were. It was hard to explain, but they weren't actual lights. It was something that was glowing that particular colour. Anyway, these lights, so like 2 groups of 3, were circling round each other. There was no sound whatsoever, and all I could tell was like these were like a couple of 100 yards away from where we were. It was hard to tell, like get perspective how far they were, but they were in this field, and we were looking through like fencing, wrought iron fencing at this, and you got a clear view of it. It was dead silent, and these 2 things were going round each other really slowly, going round like that, round, and it seemed to go on for like ever. We were just watching these things, and all of a sudden they just stopped, and one shot off in one direction and the other shot off in another direction, like up and away, up and away. I mean, like unbelievably fast, you know, like it was like, you know, incredible. So I mean, drones weren't about back then, and drones of today can't do that sort of thing, but there was no noise. They looked like glowing solid, I don't know, you just can't put into words what they were like. And anyway, they just shot off up into the sky at unbelievable speed. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, it's going back right into the 80s, that is. I never forgot that to this day. Really strange. You never know what's going on, do you, really? Yeah. Anyway, after me telling you that little story, well, it was true. It did happen. Just exactly what it was, I don't know. It was strange. Anyway, I'm going to lie here and listen to the rainfall and go to sleep. And hopefully I'll see you in the morning. And hopefully it won't be raining. Oh well, doesn't matter if it does it? Lovely. Okay then, take care, and I'll see you in the morning. All being well. See ya. Oh, when the wind's going for it, the rain's going for it. Ah, oh, it's keeping me awake. Shh. Ah, yeah, there's just no let up with the weather at all. Only about 11:30 now, if that. We're waiting with the rain, and the wind's getting considerably worse. Right, try and get back to sleep again. Hopefully see you in the morning. Right. Oh. It's now around 3 AM. The rain is so heavy. Can I sleep? No chance. The weather's warm, lovely, toasty, really comfy, but there's no chance of me sleeping. Not when the weather's torrential like it is. The weather's calmed down a lot. I mean, the wind's calmed down a lot, but that's about it. The rain is just so persistent, it's getting heavier and heavier. So all I can do really is just lie here and enjoy it. Excuse me. So, I do hope it calms down a bit for in the morning. It's never nice packing stuff away, is it, when it's absolutely thrown it down? Oh no, a nightmare. Right, I'm going to shut my eyes again. Good morning. Wow, it has rained and rained and rained. It hasn't stopped at all. And it's lovely to listen to and all that, but wow, it's been that heavy. I've only managed to get a few hours sleep. It's been that heavy, like. But can't grumble because I'm out in the woods and I'm with you guys as well. So I'm going to think about getting up. Oh, have a stretch as well. I'm going to think about getting up. And I'm going to make a move. Obviously I'll make myself a drink, and I need to get us out of here because I've got plenty to do today, I'm afraid. So yeah, all's good inside the tent. A little bit of condensation, but that's to be expected. Nothing drastic. There's always going to be a bit of condensation, I suppose. Everything's dry. There's been nothing, no condensation dripping down onto anything and getting it wet that way. So it's happy days. Right, time to get up. Oh boy. So it's only about 8 o'clock, and look how much the stream has swollen up because of all the rain that we've had. So it's still absolutely torrential. It was yesterday. It just hasn't let up at all. I think it did yesterday for about 10 minutes and that was it. We'll have a closer look at the stream. Look at that. Crazy how much it's come up. I'm filming from underneath the tarp. I'm going to get my stuff away. Oh yes, there's another item of kit that I forgot about when I was on about the subject of kit that you're never going to throw away, stuff that'll always be with you because it's bomb proof. A good old Laplander saw. You can't beat one of those, and everybody knows about them. Had mine years and years. You can order replacement blades if you need to. That's still the original blade in mine. But yeah, Laplander won't let you down. Great saws. Right, anyway, I need to pack my stuff away. I'm just going to get on with it now because there's no let up with this, is there? Pointless hanging around, and I've got to get away today, so crack on with it, Michael, and I'll see you when everything's packed away. to apologise for the video quality, because the lighting is so low. The camera's actually struggling to do a decent job. But if you look there, that's where we were. That's where we were pitched, and that's all packed away. Now all I've got to do is get rid of this tarp and pack that away, and we're off. So yeah, not the best weather to pack away in, is it really? Oh well, mustn't moan, gotta get on with it. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. That's where we were, right down there, down the bottom of the valley. Right, let's make our way up and out of here. Cool. Well, that's another camp over and done with. Had a great time, as I always do, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Boy, has it been torrential weather, no let up whatsoever. I hope you enjoyed watching my little look at my favourite kit that will never be replaced, and kit that's earned its place. So anyway, the hexpeak version 4, very good, nice, one person tent, plenty of room, especially if you're just using the fly sheet like I was without the inner. Plenty of room, and especially if you do have the chance to use a ridgeline, I'd definitely recommend it for obvious reasons, freeing up that room. Anyway, yeah, it's been great having you along, and I do hope you've enjoyed it. I appreciate you all, subs new and old. I always say this, but it's well worth saying because I mean every word. So yeah, until next time, hopefully next time's a little bit drier. This Black Country Woodsman over and out. Take care. See ya.